All right, live from Victory Park Field 1, this is tournament play here between Explosive, Fastpitch, and Ohio Lasers. I am Nathan Smee on the call for you this afternoon. I am sorry for the delay. The audio was not deciding to work for me this afternoon. Finally, I've gotten it to work now here in the bottom of the first with Explosive down 3-0. The first pitch of the bottom of the first is lined to right field, and it's going to drop foul. Nothing in one count to begin the at-bat on Bryn Minard. Once again, if you're just tuning in, I believe the score is 3-0 in favor of the Lasers. On the mound for the Lasers is Roberts. Roberts sets. Here comes the 0-1 delivery. That one in the zone. Quickly down, 0-2 is Minard. Two challenging pitches back-to-back here to begin this at-bat. Roberts, the third pitch. That one popped up foul and out of play towards the right side. Count will remain at 0-2. A lot of nice hits up the middle, especially, and some to the right side of the field and one to the left. Everywhere the Lasers offense was firing in the top half of the inning. Now, Explosive gets back to work here. First ball of the afternoon thrown by Roberts now has Minard down 1-2 in the count. Roberts sets. Here comes the 1-2. That one ground ball, right side. That's going to get through for a base hit. Minard to the lead off single to begin her first at-bat of the afternoon. Explosive has a runner on here, and they can use those down 3-0 early on in this contest. And now stepping up here for Explosive will be Aubrey Stevens, the number 2 hitter, trying to move Minard across here. Roberts sets, the windup, the pitch. That one line of left side. That one gets through for a base hit from Aubrey Stevens. A nice bit of hitting there, hitting it to the right side, getting through past short and third. And now 2 are on here with none away early on here in the bottom of the first. This is the perfect response from Explosive. They needed this reply, and they got it. And now the number 3 hitter here, Olivia Franco, steps up here, 2 on and none away. That one in the zone, a nice get-right pitch there from Roberts, still challenging on the lower end of the zone. Nothing in one count to begin this at-bat on Franco.
1-7.
Roberts has the pitch. That one popped up. It's trouble. It's coming in, and the center fielder able to come in and corral that one. A little bit of a challenging pitch in no man's land, but still able to retire Franco for out number 1 here. And now Grace Gerhard steps up here for her first cut to this afternoon's ball game. Gerhard looks to help her cause here on the mound, being the starter here, and the number 4 hitter for Explosive. The pitch. Swing and a miss on one low in the zone. 0-1 count to begin this at bat on Gerhard. Roberts checks the wrist for the pitch. Comes set. The windup, the delivery. That one ground ball left side. That one, we stepped on third for 1 out, and the double play is achieved. A nice throw across the diamond there from the third baseman of the Lasers. And just as Explosive was getting their offense rolling, a double play quickly stomps out any energy they had. End of 1 here. 3-0 is your score in favor of the Lasers. We'll be back on here in a moment. We are back here in the top of the second inning, 3-0 Laser lead. If you're just tuning in, I am Nathan Smee on the call for you this afternoon. First pitch of the inning is fouled off towards the right side and out of play. 0-1 to begin the at-bat here on Fogel, the number 9 hitter. The bottom 3 hitters due up here for the Lasers after an explosive top half of the first inning a little bit ago. Gerhard looking to continue battling on the mound here, throwing good pitches, but unfortunately the Lasers are able to find the perfect place to find it. That one a little bit high, kind of make it now a 1-1 evened up count here on Fogel. Gerhard sets the windup, the delivery. That one a little bit high. I'll make it now a 2-1 count here on Fogel.
Okay, come on, kid.
Explosive looking to get out of this inning quick here and get back on the hitting end of things to try to recapture a couple of the runs they surrendered in the top half of the first. Gerhard sets. Here comes the 2-1 delivery. Swing and a miss. A little bit ahead of that one is, apparently it looks like Compton, that is the batter now, is a 2-2 evened up count after a nice pitch there, slowing down just barely, but it does the job to get her to swing and miss. Now 2-2 count. Gerhard looking for a strikeout here. Comes set the windup, the pitch. That one gonna be fouled off of Compton's left leg. That'll keep the count here at 2-2. And a big part of these games will be how quickly can you wear out the pitcher. Most of these softball teams have maybe 2 or 3 pitchers that they use compared to a baseball where you'll see 5 or 6 guys potentially even in one game. If you can wear out a pitcher early on in a game and go through their rotation of pitching, that can be huge. That one is in the zone. A drop third strike, but the throw is well in time. And that'll be a nice out number 1, a nice off-speed pitch there to retire Compton for out number 1. Nice pitching there from Gerhard. And now Fogel steps up here for her first cuts of this afternoon's ball game here. 3-0 Laser lead. 1 down here in the top of the second is your score. Gerhard sets the windup, the delivery. That one popped up in the infield. Gerhard gets under and is able to easily corral that one for an easy out number 2. Nice bit of work there on the mound. 1 pitch, an extra out there. And now 2 are away, retiring in order. Now the 11 hitter, Tango, steps up here for her first cuts of this afternoon's ball game. Gerhard steps up on the mound, comes set, the windup. Here comes the delivery. That one low and in the dirt. 1-0 count to begin the at-bat, and the number 11 hitter, Tango. It seems like so far in this inning, Explosive, coming off of getting up a couple of runs in the top of the first, were able to shake it off. They did well at the bat. Unfortunately for them, they couldn't convert with an unfortunate double play. That one a little bit high. Again, now 2-0 count, but they seem to be battling back here, and short-term memory is key in these games. If they can keep up this, even get a 1-run or 2-run inning, that could easily make this game a lot closer, and all you need is maybe a 1-run an inning here, and you'll come away with a victory. Gerhard sets. Here comes the 2-0. That one line to left side and foul. That one just kind of teetered to the left side, just missing the third base line. That'll make it now a 2-1 count, and what was a nice rip there from the number 11 hitter. Gerhard sets. Here comes the 2-1 delivery after the foul ball. That one a little bit slower off speed. He's going to get past the shortstop there, and that'll be a base hit there for Tango. The outstretched Jerome could not reach the ball, and now 1 will be on with 2 away. As now back to the top of the lineup here, or back to the bottom hitter here, Roberts will now come in for her first cuts. One runner on here with 2 away in the top of the second inning. Gerhard sets the windup. Now the pitch. That one in the zone. 0-1 count to begin the at-bat there on Roberts. A nice outside pitch there, painting the zone. Gerhard comes set. Here comes the windup and the delivery. That one lined to right field. He had a difficult play to make, and that one's going to drop right in front of Victoria Shiban for a base hit. Quick relay is able to prevent the runners going anywhere too far. Now they'll be at the corners with 2 away. A nice little poke into right field by the pitcher, Roberts. Just in no man's land. That's an unfortunate place to hit it for Explosive that to deal with here. And now 2 away, back to the top of the lineup here with Longsdort back up here for her second cuts.
Hey, we got 2 here now. 2 down.
Corners here, 2 away. Gerhard sets. Corner slightly in the pitch. Runner goes, that one chopped to the right side, and a tag is there from the first baseman there, and that will retire the side. Ohio Lasers look to pose a threat there, unable to get any runs across, leaving one stranded at third base. Middle of 2 here, 3-0 is your score in this game. We'll be back on in a minute. We are back here in the bottom of the second here between Explosive and Ohio Lasers. 4-0 is your score. I am Nathan Smee on the call for you this afternoon. Pops up and caught there right away by the pitcher Roberts to retire Jerome, the shortstop, for out number 1 here in the bottom of the second inning. Roberts has been pitching well so far here for the Lasers, only surrendering 2 hits, but was able to get a nice double play by her third baseman. A ball lined down by Gerhard ended the inning last time out. And Orrs steps up here for her first cuts of the afternoon, trying to get a run around here for Explosive. That one just missing the outside corner. A nice challenging pitch there from Roberts, unable to get the batter to chase there. 1-0 count to begin this at bat. Roberts sets the windup, the 1-0. That one lined up the middle, gonna bounce off of Roberts' gloves. That will be an infield single there for Orrs there. And that's what Explosive needed to do. Once again, Neller hit their 3rd of this afternoon's ball game, and now Victoria Shiban is tasked with moving the runners up here to try to get some runs on the board here, try to chip away at the 4-0 deficit. And as Victoria Shiban steps into the box, she's familiar with these situations, playing for Holy Name in the spring. A lot of big comebacks Holy Name had. They are used to being down, and hopefully she can use what she learned throughout her first high school season here and help chip away at this deficit. And the bunt being laid down is going to deflect foul. A 1 count to begin this at bat on Shiban. In the batter's box, one of the best aspects of her game, along with pitching, would be her bunt, getting some nice ones down the line, nice little slow rollers that got her on base a couple extra times and helped move some runners up. The pitch, bumping shot again. That one's going to deflect to the right side this time, making it now an 0-2 count on Victoria Shiban. Actually, they're going to say it hit her. She'll take her base at first base, and there it is, another thing with the bunt, able to draw being hit. Now the other coach is going to try to challenge this. If the call stands and Shiban gets first base, Bailey Garlow will now step up here for her first cuts of this afternoon's ball game with 2 on. If not, Shiban, it'll be an 0-2 count here. The call will be confirmed as Garlow will step up here with 2 on after Shiban was able to draw being hit. Big opportunity here for Explosive to get some runs on the board here in the bottom of the second inning with none away. Roberts sets the windup, the delivery. That one in the zone. 0-1 counts begin the at-bat on Garlow on a pitch outside to the right of the strike zone, but nonetheless, it was there. A poke to left center especially, or even right center, should score 1. The pitch. Swing and a miss on 1, and a throw back to second from the catcher is not in time. A nice idea behind the dish there from Connor, but unable to catch the runner over there. Roberts is going to take a second here. Come set. We'll wind up the pitch. That one, Garlow ahead of that one, and she will be retired there, swinging for out number 1 of this inning. Or out number 2 of the inning. And now with 2 away, Halter will step up here for her first cut to this afternoon's ball game here with 2 on still, with 2 away. All right, steps up the pitch. Swing and a miss on that one. That'll be a 0-1 count to begin this at-bat on Halter. Roberts comes set on the mound, the windup, the delivery. Swing and a miss once again ahead of it, as that has been a common theme of this inning. Halter finds herself down 0-2. And in the batter's box, especially in these slower pitches, it is a difficult thing to do to wait back. But if they're able to do so, be patient, maybe take an extra second before swinging, good things can happen. That one in the dirt, a nice block there from the catcher, Connor, to avoid the runners moving up to have 2 in scoring position opposed to 1. That will go down as a ball, make it now a 1-2 count on Halter, the left fielder. Big pitch incoming here for Roberts as the Lasers try to get out of another inning. The 2 runners on the pitch. That one popped up to the left side and out of play. That'll keep the count at 1-2. Halter now, here's another opportunity. Still a 1-2 count. A little poke should give Explosive their first run of the ball game. That one lined to right field. If it drops, that'll score 1. Unfortunately, hit right to the right field, and that will retire the side. Once again, Explosive get 2 runners on, but are unable to capitalize. End of 2 here at Victory Park. Your score, Ohio Lasers 4, Explosive 0. We'll be back on here after the break. We are back on here in the top of the 3rd inning in this tournament game between Ohio Lasers and Explosive. Fast pitch with the Lasers up 4-0 over Explosive. I am Nathan Smee on the call for you this afternoon in this opening game of this 4th of July weekend tournament. Gerhard sets on the mound, the pitch. That one lined to left field is gonna drop just in front of the center fielder. A nice outstretched effort there in center field from Minard, unable to corral it, but that'll be a base hit, but a heck of an effort out in center field. Nothing that could have been done there to change that one, and 1 runner on. And that has been the theme of this game. The Lasers have hit the ball nicely in places where Explosive have been unable to corral the ball, and unfortunately in a game like softball, depending where the ball drops or depending how shallow it's hit, plenty of tough plays have to be made. The pitch. That one a little low and outside. 1-0 count to begin this at bat on the catcher, Connor. Explosive looking to mount onto their 4-0 lead. Or Blazers looking to mount on their 4-0 lead. Explosive looking to play some solid defense to get back onto the bats. Gerhard sets the windup, the delivery. That one sent to center field. Minor able to come in for that one and corral it for out number 1. As that one will retire Connor. McManaman now steps up here for her second cuts of this afternoon's ball game with 1 on and 1 away here in the top of the 3rd inning. Gerhard on the mound, comes set. Here comes the windup and the pitch. Runner will go. The throw is not in time. A close throw, but the runner is able to get in there with a slide as Wenger able to get in the scoring position now at second base. And now the task of McManaman now becomes to hit the ball into the outfield. As long as it drops, that could score a run. As the base running so far in this game for the Lasers has been stellar. The pitch. That one a little high on the off speed. They'll even it up at 1-1. Nice idea there to try to slow things down. But McManaman not going to bite on that one. Coming set is Gerhard. Here comes the 1-1 delivery. That one pops up into the outfield. Once again, it goes Minor's way. And Minor able to corral that one. The runner will tag. The throw will not be in time there as Stevens able to make sure it doesn't go past her, but that will move the runner up that much closer to scoring with 2 away now. And with 2 away, Tepley steps up here with the opportunity to try to add on to the lead and make it a 5-0 lead here with a runner at third base. Explosive looking to get out of this inning and get back to hitting. Gerhard takes a second to get the call. Comes set, the windup. Here comes the delivery. That one in the dirt, a nice block there from Wars. If it bounces away, especially on these fields, that could score a run. Definitely an unsung aspect of the game, the blocking of a catcher. If a ball gets by, potentially depending where it hits off the backstop, extra runs could score. So if you have a good defensive catcher, that is huge, especially in games like this. The windup, the delivery from the pitcher there is going to be outside for a ball. A nice idea there from Gerhard to try to change things up once again, trying to get a high off speed, outside off speed, but to no avail as Tepley has laid off. Gerhard sets. Here comes the windup and now the pitch. That one finds his own. A nice pitch down the outside. She went back to where she attempted to find the last pitch that time, moving in just a tidge inside and was able to find the strike zone on that one. Gerhard sets back on the mound, trying to get the final out of this inning. Here comes the pitch. That one ground ball right side, and that will go through for a base hit. And now Tepley rounding first, heading for a second. She's gonna get second. She's gonna run to third now. The throw is not in time as Tepley with a 2-out RBI triple down the right field line. Just a nice hit and nothing that could have been done over at first base. It was a nice effort there from Franco over at first base, but nothing could have been done. They'll now make it a 5-0 lead in favor of the Ohio Lasers. Just have been able to find the right spots to hit the ball, especially looking back to the first hit of the inning. That ended up being the scoring run there. Just bounce in the right spot.
Ready your way.
And now Grimes steps up here for her second cuts with 2 away and a runner at third. The pitch. That one low. 1-0 count to begin this at bat.
Good moving, good backing up out there, eh?
Gerhard takes a second here on the mound, comes set, the windup, and now the pitch. That one off speed's gonna find the outside of the strike zone. An excellent pitch there from Gerhard. Just a nice little off-speed ephus potentially. There's that one a lot slower than the other off-speed being thrown. Just a nice pitch gliding into the strike zone. Nothing that could have been done and no reaction. However early or late it would have been, could have connected that one. Now the pitch. That one's gonna miss high.
now.
Make it now 2-1 count here on Grimes, who is looking to get an RBI of her own here and extend the lead to the Lasers to 6. Gerhardt sets the windup, the pitch. That one sent into center field, and Minard, barely having to move at all, will be able to catch that one and retire the side, but not before the Lasers are able to put another run on the board. Middle of 3 here, a 5-0 lead for the Lasers is your score. You're watching Explosive Fast Pitch versus Ohio Lasers on your home for all sports. Ohio Sports Guy. We'll be back on here after the break. We are back here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. A 5-0 lead for the Lasers is your score. I am Nathan Smee on the call for you this afternoon. Roberts comes set here. The first pitch of the inning will find the outside of the strike zone for strike number 1 there. Roberts pitching well so far here for the Lasers. Both innings letting 2 runners on, but the defense behind her has been able to make plays, and that has been a difference maker between this game being a 5-0 game and a 5-4 game. The pitch. That one, a nice block there from Connor. That will be a ball and even it up at 1 apiece. Roberts going to take a second here on the mound to get ready. Winds the 1-1. That one fouled behind. Will now make it a 1-2 count here. Nice pitch there, nice challenging. A lot of foul tips so far in this game, especially with the foul contact, the one that comes to mind, the one lined to left field by the Lasers. But all it takes is one pitch straightened out to change the ball game. The pitch, that one high, will even it up once again at 2-2. Nice work there to hold off on the pitch that was pretty tempting. Roberts comes set here. Here comes the delivery. That one foul behind, still battling here. Two foul balls so far in this at-bat. Roberts trying to retire the first out of the inning. Swing and a miss, and that one will retire Williams for out number 1. Swinging a nice pitch there from Roberts, getting her 2nd strikeout of the afternoon. And now back to the top of the lineup now as Minard steps up here for her 2nd cut. She had a base hit her first time up here for Explosive. Roberts sets the windup, the delivery. That one, ground ball up the middle. 2 for 2 on the day as Minard, another nice base hit up the gut into the center field. And now 1 on with 1 away for Aubrey Stevens, who also had a base hit in her first at-bat of this afternoon's ballgame. This would be a perfect time for a rally here in this game for Explosive if they're able to do so. All it takes is string together a couple hits and you have some runs. That one low, 1-0 count to begin this at-bat on Stevens. Roberts takes a second here to regather on the mound. 1-0 count, a windup, the delivery. That one finds the zone, evening it up at 1-1. A nice pitch there from Roberts. Stevens looking to advance Minard on the base path and potentially even send one over. She has the power to do it. She needs to find her pitch. That one, a little outside, nice patience there. Making now a 2-1 count on Aubrey Stevens. On deck for Explosive is Olivia Franco. The windup delivery. That one pops up. That one's a little high in center field, and it will be corralled in center for out number 1. Their nice job there by the center fielder to track that one in as it was skied up. And now Olivia Franco, the incoming junior to North Royalton, steps up here for her second cut to this afternoon's ball game. As like Stevens did on that at-bat, she also flew out to center field in her first at-bat. 1 on, 1 away, 5-0 Ohio Laser lead. Robert sets the pitch. That one's slow and in the zone, hitting the left corner, making it 0-1 count here on Franco. Oh, two. I think it's 2. The pitch. That one, Franco thought about it. Now, potential throwdown, and that one's going to get past. A nice steal there. A little bit delayed there from Minard. Now, 2-away runner in scoring position here for Explosive. A big opportunity here to get the first run on the board of the afternoon and of the tournament here for Explosive. Roberts sets. Here comes the pitch. That one finds the right side of the zone. A nice pitch there from Roberts. Now make it a 2-2 count if I'm not mistaken. Roberts trying to once again get out of another inning. The pitch. That one's lined to left side. That one's through for a base hit. Rounding third, heading for home is Minard. The play at the plate is in time as Minard. It'll be gunned down by the left fielder to once again prevent Explosive from getting on the board. Explosive, all 3 innings at bat have been knocking on the door of a run, but are unable to convert on any of their opportunities. Just coming short that time. An unfortunate play, but a nice throw by the left fielder. End of 3 here, a 5-0 lead for the Ohio Lasers is your score. You're watching Ohio Lasers versus Explosive Fast Pitch on Ohio Sports Guy YouTube. We'll be back on here after the break to bring you to the top of the 4th. We are back here in the top of the 4th inning. Your score is 5-0 in favor of the Ohio Lasers over Explosive Fast Pitch. I am Nathan Smee on the call for you this afternoon. In the top of the 1st inning, the game really set its tempo with a 4-run inning for the Lasers, and it put one on in the last inning in the 3rd. And the first pitch of the inning from Gerhard is a strike. 0-1 count to begin this at-bat on first. But it was really the top of the 1st. If this game ends up staying as it is, that will define the game. 4 runs and some nice base running from the Lasers have been the difference so far in this game. That one finds the zone. A nice slow pitch from Gerhard. She's been throwing a couple of nice off-speed pitches along with some fastballs as well. That has worked this count quickly to 2 strikes. Gerhard sets. Here comes the delivery. That one missing high. A nice idea there, making it now a 1-2 count. Nice challenging pitch there after throwing 2 strikes. Gerhard now getting back to work here on the mound to try to retire first and 4, out number 1 of the inning. Comes set the windup, the 1-2. That one pops up, and it'll be corralled over at shortstop there by Jerome for out number 1. Nice little pop there, corralled by the shortstop. Put the first one away here in the top of the 4th inning, and now Winters will now step up here for her second cut of this afternoon's ball game.
When we went the week of the Houston Astros in our town. Yeah.
That one's gonna be skied and caught over in left field there for a quick out, number 2 there on Winters. That one, a nice one pitch and out there. 2 away quickly here as Compton steps up here for her second cut to this afternoon's ball game. Struck out looking her first time up. Gerhard and Explosive looking to get out of this inning and get back to bat once again. She comes set, comes the windup and the delivery. That one's slow and outside. 1-0 count to begin the at bat here on Compton. One 0 count here with 2 away here in the top of the 4th. Gerhard sets the pitch. That one ground ball. Jerome's gonna skip off of her glove and go into center field and skip past. And now getting to second base is Compton. Now she's rounding, looking to dig for 3, and she is in standing there off of the error. And they'll now put a runner at third base with 2 away, and there it is once again, the base running. After that one got into center field, Compton put her head down and ran the bases there and got to third on a play that she could have gotten to second. Just the heads-up base running the Lasers have been, and that has been ultimately the difference maker. Even though Explosive has 0 runs, they could easily have a case to have 4 or 5. It's just unfortunate where they're hitting the ball. It's just unfortunate the balls that are being hit to where no one is for the Lasers compared to the ones that are hit directly to someone for Explosive has been the difference. And that one is caught over in left field, and that will retire the side. A nice catch there in left from Halter to prevent any more damage. Middle of 4 here, your score. Ohio Lasers up 5-0 over Explosive. And once again, we will be continuing our tournament coverage tomorrow afternoon at 12 p.m. with another Explosive game, and as well on our social media pages doing post-game interviews after a few of the games, along with a media video compiled at the end of the tournament. To see all of those, follow Smee Sports on Instagram and Twitter to see those, along with all the Explosive Fast Pitch social media accounts, along looking at their website once the video is done. We'll take a break here for the middle of the 4th. Score 5-0. We'll be back on in a minute. We are back here in the bottom of the 4th inning at Victory Park, Field 1. Your score, Ohio Lasers up 5-0 over Explosive Fast Pitch. I am Nathan Smee on the call for you this afternoon with the 4, 5, and 6 hitters due up here in the bottom of the 4th. First pitch of the inning from Roberts outside in the strike zone to the right. More 0-1 count to begin the at-bat here on Grace Gerhard, the Solon pitcher. Roberts comes set, the pitch. That one, a slow roll to the left side, and the throw bulleted across to retire Gerhard for out number 1. A nice throw across the diamond there over at third to quickly retire the pitcher Gerhard. And now Alyssa Jerome, the shortstop here as well, who also goes to Solon, steps up here for her second cut of the afternoon at her popping out to the pitcher. And that's something to keep in mind with this team. You have 3 Holy Name players in the starting lineup and 2 Solon. A lot of chemistry along with the time they played together that have made this team always a threat even late in the game, down 5. And that first pitch will be a strike, a 1 count. Like I said earlier on in the broadcast, Holy Name, they're used to being down in games. A lot of these teams making it far runs, especially Walsh, in the state tournament, they know these situations. They know how to get out of them. Now another delivery to the right side. 0-2 count now on Alyssa Jerome. Roberts comes set, the pitch. That one lined, and that one's gonna get past the shortstop into left center for a base hit. And now digging for 2 is Jerome, and she will be in there standing with a 1-out double. A nice piece of hitting there from Alyssa Jerome to just sneak it past the shortstop on an outstretched effort and find left center field for a double. Runner in scoring position now for the catcher Orsis to work with. This is what Explosive wants to do. They put base runners on each inning. Now is the time for them to capitalize, and this would be a big point for them to do so. If they can get a nice hit here and score at least one run in this inning, the game is wide open, even if it's a 4-run deficit. Now on swing and miss on one of the dirt, a nice block there from Connor to keep the runner home at second there. 0-1 count to begin this at bat in Orzes. Roberts comes at the windup, the delivery. That one popped up to the right side and out of play. 0-2 count to begin the at-bat in Orzes. Runner on at second base in scoring position with only one away. An 0-2 count here for the catcher, Mackenzie Orzes, to work with here. A poke into the outfield could score one. Roberts sets the pitch. That one low. First ball of the at-bat, a 1-2 on a challenge pitch lower. Roberts will set the 1-2 delivery. That one high, make it now a 2-2 count. And so far in this ball game, from the bottom of the first forward, only 3 strikeouts combined. A lot of this game has been whose defense can step up for the pitcher when they need to, and that seems to be another piece of difference. That one hit to left field and will be caught in left. There, a nice line ball, unfortunately caught. Nothing Orzes could have done differently there. It was a nice poke to left field, unfortunately caught for out number 2. And now Victoria Shiban steps up here for her second at-bat of the afternoon. She got hit by a pitch on her first at-bat, attempting to lay down a bunt. With 2 away, Shiban looking to get Explosive on the board here in the bottom of the 4th. The Lasers looking to keep the goose egg on the board. That one find the strike zone on a late call outside. 0-1 count to begin this at-bat on Victoria Shiban. Roberts sets, winds the pitch. That one hit to the left side and foul. And now Shiban finds herself down 0-2, and once again we'll be back on tomorrow with a game for Explosive at 12 p.m. in the 10U division. We'll be bringing you that game live here, as well as other media interviews, along with a final video at the end of the tournament as a compilation that you can find on Smee Sports on Instagram and Twitter, along with Explosive social media pages and the website, The Pitch. That one missing outside on Shiban, makes it now a 1-2 count. Still a runner on at second base, 2 away, a big opportunity here once again. Roberts sets the pitch. That one line to the left side and foul. Once again, just a little ahead of it. Shiban is taking straighten that one out a little bit. That one could be hit in the left center.
Come on, Tia.
Find a hole. Let's go.
Still a 1-2 count here. Roberts looking to get out of the 4th inning in a row with a runner in scoring position. The pitch. That one's going to skip past Connor, and jogging to third base will be Jerome. And now that much closer to scoring are Explosive. That's going to be a big point here in the game. Getting 1 on the board. Get 1 on here. You have plenty of time. Battle back pitching. And there you go. Still a 1-2 count here on Victoria Shiban. Roberts delivers. That one's sent into right center field, and it will drop for a base hit. Shiban with the RBI. 5-1 game. She now gets to second base. She is turning for 3. The play at 3 is not in time. It's over her head. And she could stay at third. She thought about it, but a 2-out RBI triple from Victoria Shiban makes this now a 5-1 ball game. Explosive, they're back in this game. Might be a 4-run game, but that could open the floodgates. That is exactly what the doctor ordered for Explosive. And now Bailey Garlow attempts now to add to the parade here and try to get another run across here and make the deficit only 3.
Find a hole out there.
If Explosive is able to come back in this game, what a big turning point in the game that would be. That one going to be fouled off of Garlow's left foot. 0-1 to begin her second at bat. Her first one struck out swinging. But there it is, Explosive. They've been battling hard for 4 innings, not letting the score and the circumstance get to them. They've been fighting, playing softball the way they want to, and finally they've gotten the run they've been looking for. That one hit the left side, once again foul. Both Garlow and Shiban seem to have the ball hitting towards the left side of the field. It's exactly where they want to put it. I mean, looking at the alignment of how things are, if it can be roped down the left field line, especially if it can skip off the bag, that's honestly the best thing that could happen here if they're going to hit it down the left field line, but left center is where they're looking to hit it. That one lined once again to the left side. It's playable, and it's going to trail officially out of play. Once again, a lot of balls hit to the left side of the field. It's ironic that the one for Shiban was hit to opposite field then for her hit. Here comes the delivery from Roberts. That one just high and missing. A nice take there from Garlow. Garlow still looking here, doing crease the runs here for Explosive. 5-1 is the score as of right now. One crack of the bat could change that. Roberts deals. That one outside, another nice take from Garlow there. Garlow digging in here, and she's able to get on. Jacqueline Helter will step up here for her second cuts if Garlow is able to get on. The pitch. That one chopped foul directly behind, and she is still battling. She has extended what was looking to be a short at-bat into a long one. And still only one crack of the bat away from blowing this game even more to being a closer one. Roberts still getting back to work, trying to get out of this inning. The delivery. That one, a little bit of a check swing to the right side, and it will be dropped by the second baseman and fall in the outfield for an RBI single from Garlow. And there it is. What has been happening for the Lasers of hitting the ball in no man's land and having it drop in lucky places has finally gone to fruition for Explosive. That has been the difference in a lot of this game. The Lasers have been able to find no man's land. A lot of the balls finding no man's land, and finally one finding it for Explosive. Now a 5-2 ball game, and they are coming back in this game. That one hit to the left side and fouled by Helter. Nothing in one count to begin the at-bat. Howard steps back into the box here. 0-1 count, the wind-up, the pitch. That one, ground ball right side, and that's through for a base hit once again. Garlow's gonna stay at second. She is now gonna stand at first base. 5-2 game, and now here's an opportunity. The tying run now steps up to the plate with 2 away.
Let's go, Ellie.
And now with 2 away, another big opportunity here for them. That one popped up and out of play to the right side. Nothing in one count to begin this at bat.
Come on, Ellie.
A big opportunity here for Ellie to get a big hit here with one runner in scoring position. One little poke can make it now a 5-3 game. The pitch. That one off speed, gonna find the zone on the inside corner. A nice pitch there inside from Roberts, making it now a 0-2 count. Roberts still battling on the mound, the 0-2. That one inside, making it now a 1-2. A nice take there on an inside pitch. They'll keep it at 1-2 so far in this inning. Explosive have played it 2. They're looking for runs 3 and 4 who are on the base path and 5 in the box. The pitch. That one high, a nice take there. What was once an 0-2 count has been turned into a 2-2 after 2 competitive takes in the box. Roberts sets. Here comes a 2-2. That one pops up, and it will squeak on out of play. Keep it at a 2-2 count, a little bit more to the right, and that one could have been out number 3. Just got enough on it to get another life. But still, throughout this game, no matter how much they were down by, at most was 5, Explosive have been battling back this entire time. Still battling at the plate, getting a lot of foul tips, and now a 5-2 game, the 2-2. That one low, make it now a full 3-2 count. A crucial pitch here. It's run on anything here. Bases loaded, 2 away. One crack of the bat can still change the trajectory of this game. Roberts, the payoff. That one lined up the middle. That's a base hit to the left side. Rounding three, heading for home is Garlow. She is safe. It is a 5-3 game with runners at second and third. Connor able to corral, but doesn't matter. A 5-3 game. Lasers still lead, but now the tying runs are both in scoring position. What a turnaround here. And now time will be called here from the Lasers as they finally figured out after 3 innings of Roberts been able to hold Explosive at bay, has now made this a 5-3 ball game, and she will be subbed out of the game. And the pitching change here, 5-3 is your score after another hit here. We'll be back on in a minute after the pitching change. We are back here in the bottom of the 4th inning. If you're just tuning in, Ohio Lasers are up 5-3 here over Explosive, but Explosive so far in the bottom of the 4th have plated 3 runs. I am Nathan Smee on the call for you in this afternoon's ball game. That one lined to the left side, and it will be dropping foul to the left side. That would have been a tie ball game if it dropped fair, just going a couple feet to the left side. It was close.
Come on, Brent. She's always.
It was so close to being the tying runs crossing, with that will now be an 0-1 count. Just a nice hit there. Menard so far 2 for 2 on the day. If she can go 3 for 3, this would be the most important hit out of all of them. The pitch, that one low, evening up now 1-1. Patience is now key. Minor now has 2 strikes to work with in the box. She needs to wait for her pitch here, and if she can find her pitch, then the Explosive will have tied the Lasers in 1 inning of work. The 1-1. That one missing outside to the right, 1-2, a little bit off of the plate, was still Minard. Now has the work with a 1-2 count. The sophomore at Walsh Edgewood, a big opportunity to make this game a tie ball game, a big opportunity to give Explosive a tie. That one gonna be strike 3 on the outside corner, retire the side just a little bit to the outside and finding the zone, but not before Explosive was able to plate 3. End of 4, we have a game, ladies and gentlemen. 5-3 is now your score. We'll be back on here after the break. You are watching Explosive Fast Pitch versus Ohio Lasers on your home for anything sports, Ohio Sports Sky, YouTube. And once again, we'll be back on tomorrow to bring a 10U explosive game tomorrow. Opponent, I'm not sure of offhand. I have it in my phone. I don't know who it is offhand. If I check my phone, then the feed would be lost, so we're not going to do that. But to stay up to date on all that stuff that we have, including interviews and potentially the final video being uploaded on Instagram and Twitter, follow Smee Sports on those platforms. We'll be back on after the break before we go into the top of the 5th. We are back here in the top of the 5th. 5-3 is now your score. I am Nathan Smee on the call for you for this afternoon's ball game. Tango, Roberts, and Longsdort due up here for the Lasers as they look to try to get back a couple of the runs they surrendered in the bottom of the 4th. First pitch of the inning high and missing up. 1-0 count to begin this at bat on Tango. But Explosive, a big inning in the bottom of the fourth, getting 3 runs to cross, with a tying run being as close as second base. Just an excellent job fighting back that they have done so far today. And even if the result does hold, they can hold their heads up high, and they fall in this game. And that one, a nice off-speed, getting Tango to swing out of her shoes there. An excellent ephus there that even Zach Granke would most likely be proud of. I mean, there's off-speed, and then there's the ephus. And Gerhard, so far in this game, has mastered the ephus. Wind up, the pitch. That one gonna miss to the outside this time. Gerhard has pitched a good game in this one. Unfortunate. Basically the difference maker in this game, where the ball has landed, where it's been hit to. The Ladies just have been able to avoid any of the Explosive defenders, while Explosive, it seemed like the ball, for the majority of the first 3 innings, had a magnet to the defense. Now will be another strike there with 2 strikes on Tango here. Gerhard looking to get her second strikeout of this afternoon's ball game. Gerhard sets the windup and the delivery. Off speed can be popped up. It's playable. It's going to go foul. And it will be caught over at first base. A nice job there from Olivia Franco to corral that one in for out number 1 here to begin the top of the 5th inning. And now bring up the starting pitcher, Roberts, here for her second cut of the afternoon. She had a base hit her first time up. Roberts pitched a good game, but unfortunately for her, Explosive was able to have an answer to every pitch by the end of the 4th pitch. That one swing and a miss, just a little bit mistiming that one, making 0-1 count to begin this at-bat on Roberts. It seems like so far in this game, the longer it's gone on, Grace Gerhard has been able to settle in and find her stride, and that has been huge and has made Explosive competitive in this game and made sure that they could stay in this one of the 5-3 ball game. That one's slow, a nice pitch to the outside, just missing, evening it up at 1-1. But it seems like the difference maker in her pitching arsenal is the off-speed, not even called off-speed, I would say more off-speed ephus to the outside. That has been killer so far in this game. Gerhard sets the delivery. Bunt being shown, gonna hit off the plate, make it now a 1-2 count. It was a good idea inside the box there from Robert to try to lay down a bunt. But unfortunately for her, just gonna bounce off the plate and go foul, now making it a 1-2 count. Gerhard was able to retire one. She is now looking to retire a second one here in a row. Gerhard sets, here comes the delivery. Off-speed can be hit to the right side and will be caught on an outstretched effort there from Olivia Franco. A nice job to kind of open up the glove and go low for it, and was able to corral it in for out number 2. 2 outs. 2 outs recorded by Olivia Franco over at first base. The North Royalton first baseman putting up a clinic so far in the top of the 5th. And with 2 away, the top of the lineup back up here as Longsdorf steps up here for the Lasers at the lefty. Looks to be the first runner on here for the Lasers in the 5th with 2 away. Orsley's going to call in Franco a little bit. Corners are in here with 2 away. Gerhard sets the delivery. Bunt being shown, going to be tipped away to the left side, foul. 0-1 count to begin this at-bat on Longsdorf.
Not too deep, you ready to go?
I'm not. We could. No. I'm not. I can't do that.
Gerhard's going to take a second to get the call. Gerhard's going to come set here. Here comes the 0-1. That one hit to the right side. Gerhard corrals the throw on a bare hand is, I'm going to say, not in time, as the outstretched hand of Garlow going over from second to first base is not in time, as Longsdorf able to leg out an infield single there. A nice effort, though, from Garlow, using a bare hand there to try to make the play. And now Wenger now steps up here for her third cut of the afternoon. Had a base hit her first time. Well, corners are in here. The pitch. That one hit to the left side and trailing foul, barely missing the fence on the field to the left, making an 0-1 count to begin this at bat on Wenger.
There's that short one last time. Right there. You're good.
So far, about an hour into this ball game, but still all to play for with only a 2-run lead for the Lasers. They look to add on to it here. Gerhard, the delivery. Runner goes, the throw, it's on the money. Is it in time? And it is in time on the money throw from Mackenzie Orzic, retires the side. The Lasers had one to get on with 2 away, but the catcher Orzic said, no way, throws her out and is able to retire the side. And now Explosive, with all the momentum they need, get back to hitting. Middle of 5 here, 5-3 lead for the Lasers is your score. We'll be back on here in a moment. You don't want to miss the bottom of the 5th. We are back here in the bottom of the 5th. The timer just went off. This will be the last inning of the game. Explosive need 3 to come away with the victory. The pitch. That one low and missing the zone. 1-0 count to begin this at bat on Aubrey Stevens, who so far today is 1 for 2 with a base hit and a fly out to center field.
Find a hole. Let's go.
Pitcher sets now the pitch. That one ground ball left side. The throw across is just in time, and that one will retire Stevens for out number 1. A nice effort running there from Stevens, unable to get there in time. 2 outs now. The Lasers need to come away with a victory here. And stepping into the box now is Olivia Franco, who had 2 nice plays back in the top half of this inning. She now looks to add on to that with a nice hit here. A windup, the delivery. That one high, 1-0 count to begin the at-bat here on Olivia Franco. Tepley sets the pitch. That one high and missing once again. 2-0 count here on Franco. Too patient on those 2, make it now 2-0 count. A big opportunity still awaits here with momentum. Here comes the 2-0 from Tepley. That one hit to the right side, and it will fall for a base hit there for Franco, taking her tally to 2 for 3 on the day. And now the tying run in Grace Gerhardt steps into the box for her 3rd cut. Grounded into a double play her first time up and grounded out to third base her 2nd time up with a big opportunity here. If she can clear the fence, we got a tie ball game. Tepley sets the pitch. That one swing and a miss as she is ahead of that one. 0-1 count to begin this at bat on Grace Gerhard.
Come on, Grace.
Tepley gets back to work the pitch. That one runs inside but finds the zone. I don't know about that pitch. That one a little bit inside, letting her the benefit of the doubt inside. As now Gerhard has the battle here. Tepley sets the pitch. That one swinging and a miss on 1 up high, and she'll be retired for out number 2. And now Alyssa Jerome, who had a double her last time up, steps up here, as she could be the last batter of this ball game. Explosive fought back in the 4th, making it a 5-3 game. The job is not quite done yet. Alyssa Jerome needs to get a hit here to keep this game going. Now on foul behind. Make it now a 0-1 count to begin this at bat. Tapley takes a second, comes set on the mound. Here comes the 0-1. Now on ground ball left side, this could do it. The throw across is in time, and that one will do it here. And I believe they're going to say that will be the time limit. Waiting for both sides, and there they go out to shake hands. The final score in this first game of this July 4th weekend tournament. Ohio Lasers come out with a 5-3 victory over Explosive Fast Pitch. We'll be back on tomorrow bringing you the game between Explosive Fast Pitch in the 10U division versus their opponent in the 12 o'clock game. Well, that'll do it for our coverage here today with commentary. I've been Nathan Smee. To stay up to date on the rest of the tournament, follow Smee Sports on Instagram and Twitter. You'll see some things there, especially on the Instagram and especially the final video once the tournament is over. Well, we thank you for tuning in to watching this game. Have a good day, everyone, and go Explosive.